TheLiverKing. You may have never heard about him, and if you haven't, I'm so sorry to you, because I'm about to take that away from you. But TheLiverKing is basically a guy that went absolutely insanely viral like 3 years ago, maybe more, because of his insane lifestyle, living like he was living in the 700s and sleeping on wooden beds, eating liver raw, eating testicles, eating all that stuff, and there's videos of him doing that, and basically having this insane body and really pushing this narrative that you can get this body if you eat like him and live like him. And he was so big on being a natural bodybuilder.
And then question number 2, natty or not?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? I thought we were way past that.
Yeah.
In terms of LiverKing, those guys are way past that, right? There's still a vocal minority of 2% that still ask that question, right? So I'm like, this is sort of irrelevant. It started with the accusation, natty or not. For the record,
am I the 2%?
for the record, okay. It's natty, right? And then it turned into ab implants, right? And then it turned into ab etching. And then, I don't know if you heard, it turned into hair implants. I wore a hat all the time in the beginning, right? And then I took off the hat because I got the hair implants done, right?
He was so big on being natural, and this lifestyle changed my life, and he was so just a weirdo, to be honest. He lived off some 10, I think, like rules you have to live by, and it was all absolutely crazy. Like 3 years ago with this guy, went so viral, got a big fan base, and because of his body, and because he said that he got it natural, a lot of people probably started eating raw liver too because of him, because they had like this idea that if you did that like him, you would get his body or get to live like him. And then about 2 years ago, it came out that he was on steroids. He basically used like 11,000 a month. It came out on all sorts of steroids that I'm not gonna show, because there is you can literally find a picture of all the things he took, and I have no clue what it is. Not a single thing, I have no clue what it is, but I'm still not gonna show you because I don't want to get it into your head what you could take. But it was a lot of stuff, it was a lot of different stuff, and it said exactly how long he had taken it and stuff like that. But $11,000 on steroids a month is insane. And to me, because I train and I have trained a lot, and I have used a lot of hours into learning about training and nutrition, and it's still something I maybe only know like 30-40% about. Like, I'm not a expert at all, but looking at this guy, it was no shock to me that he was on steroids. Look at him. He's 47, 48, and he looks like he's 70 years old. His body is fighting for its life. His heart is probably pumping through his chest, thinking, what the fuck is going on right now? 90% of the time. And yeah, just looks, I've always had this thumb rule that if someone looks unnatural, like if someone's body looks like really, really unnatural, probably is because it is. But don't get me wrong, that can be wrong. But if it does, probably is unnatural. So that's probably what you have to know about him. It came out, and his whole fan base absolutely turned on him. People either forgot him, like never really interacted with anything he did anymore, or the little interaction he gets on Instagram or whatever he posts on whatever platform is 90-95% negative. He truly, in a world where you cannot get cancelled, got cancelled. And do not get me wrong, when I make fun of people like Ashton Hall or TheLiverKing, I try to make fun of the specific thing I'm looking at, and not the person itself, because I do not know this in real life. But with a guy like TheLiverKing, I cannot care more or less. I cannot care less about what he thinks of me or what you'll think of me for not liking TheLiverKing. Could not care at all. You can just feel that he's just such a weird and just awful person. And him having built his whole brand up on being natural, and then being the most unnatural guy I've probably out there on the social media is crazy. So another thing you also have to know about him is he never does take his shirt on. He always has his shirt off. So in a lot of pictures and stuff, he always has his shirt off. And here's literally a picture of a wedding I think he is attending on his Instagram I found, where he has cut the sleeves of his suit, just so you can see a little bit of those arms. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. Like, what the fuck's going on? But that's of course not what we're going to talk about in this video. In this video, I just randomly sat the other day, and I stumbled upon the fact that he will get his own documentary on Netflix. Do not get me wrong, I know that Netflix puts so much out that I'm not even consuming or seeing. And basically, in the start, I thought he was getting his whole, like his own documentary, you know, something separate on Netflix, but it's basically something called Untold, where there's episodes. So each episode is about something different, and there's gonna be an episode on TheLiverKing. He got successfully cancelled in a culture where you cannot get cancelled. I don't care how much people talk about cancel culture, it's not a thing. You can probably do whatever you want on the internet, almost, and it will not cancel you. But this guy got cancelled, and Netflix is bringing him back, which is why. It's a new low, and I thought for this video, just for the fun of it, we're gonna look at the trailer. I have not seen it yet. You can see that I have not seen it. So let's see the trailer, have a little bit fun with it. I could probably tell you what it's about. It's probably about his come up and then his come down, because he lied to people. A lot of people probably bought his products and stuff like that. So if this does well, maybe I'm gonna watch the episode on Netflix. But like the video if you want me to watch the episode on Netflix. It will be excruciating, but maybe for the fun of it, maybe I will. Also, what do we think about the mustache? I feel like I'm rocking it hard. Like calm down now. I feel like I'm kind of rocking this. Like, let me know in the comments, should I get the mustache gone? I actually like it, so I'm probably not gonna do it. But yeah, remember to like the video if you want me to watch this TheLiverKing series when it comes out. Let's take a look at the trailer first. Maybe it gets me gripped in some way.
Liver is king. Liver.
So if you haven't gathered how this guy is, I feel like everything I've just told you is gonna be shown in this trailer. He is very, he's very out there. He's very in your face. He's very, ugh.
TheLiverKing here. I've been working out for the last 35 years. The last 15 of those.
If he is 78, 77, working out for 35 years, has he just, am I stupid, or has he worked out since he was 11 years old? 12? Jesus, my guy looks like he's 65.
Years. I've been living an ancestral lifestyle.
White vegetables when you can what?
Eat testicles. Is bone broth.
What did he just say?
I've been living an ancestral lifestyle.
White vegetables when you can what?
Eat testicles.
Why eat vegetables when you can eat testicles? Get that tattooed on your body. Also, the still image right here is what I'm talking about. What are we seeing? I don't even know if YouTube is gonna like this image right here. This is some nasty stuff, dude. I'm not a doctor, but please, before you even consider doing something like this, please just ask your doctor if you don't, you know what? No, I am not a doctor. Please cook your meat first before eating it. It's just better.
Is bone broth, liver, and meat.
That was disgusting, yet very ancestral.
Business had been growing 12% a quarter, every quarter.
We have videos with.
So you just saw all his stuff he has, like all the things he has. It's insane. Also the video right here, what is that?
Hundreds of millions of views.
Primals.
That felt like new levels of invincibility.
I want you to also notice that there has not been a single frame of him with a shirt on. He has had a little jacket on, I do believe, but not a single frame of him with a shirt on. He is allergic to shirts, which is fair. All fair in game, but please.
Light it the fuck up.
That kind of feeling is dangerous.
I don't think anybody was ready for what was going to come out when you have all these eyeballs on you.
People would come to me and say, bro, like, come on, he's on steroids. And I would say, no, man, he's not.
Yes, man, he is. And I would, if I have no clue how this guy is connected to the TheLiverKing, but of course people are. Look at the guy in the frame. You don't look like that. No matter how you train, no. There's a reason, guys. There's a reason that the most trained person, the most natural trained person you know, that is sticking to his diet every single day, training every 6 days a week, so efficiently, using the most efficient moves ever, is not looking like this. There's a reason for that. There's a reason, and that's because this is unnatural as fuck.
For the record, I've never taken steroids.
We saw existing customers drop. The messenger has killed the message.
Leaked emails, blood test results, and it is shocking to say the least.
Did you mislead people?
I don't know if you heard it, but he asked him if he misled people. Yes, you did. You misled a lot of people. Actually, a lot of people was misled. Everybody, or at least the ones that that doesn't know what the fuck you are taught. Like people that are new to it and are using him as a stepping stone, or using him as guide and help, misled the fuck out of them. Lied to them in their face. Lied to a lot of people in their face, like a lot of podcasters, a lot of big names. When he was on podcasts saying that he was natural, lied to their face too. And as he just said, a lot of customers went down because the messenger, TheLiverKing, shot the was shooting the message, which is living this primal lifestyle is gonna get you this body or get you this life, but it's just all a fucking lie. I don't know what he's about to say, or if he's about to say yes or no, but of course he misled people. He misled everyone. I think the only people that could see it, and I'm not sitting here acting like I'm some fucking saint, but you would never, even back then, back then was about 3-4 years ago when I actually started training, but even back then, you would never get me to buy this guy's products. Like, I'm not sitting here acting like some know-it-all type of guy, even though I might come across like it, but you would never get me to buy that. Never. Okay. May 13th. That's just around the corner. Okay, so some finishing words. That was a fun trailer. I think the only thing I actually caught that was a little bit weird is the fact that he gets asked if he's misled people, and it takes him a little while to, come up with the words. If this was truly a good documentary that he wants to kind of replenish his image or come out with, trying to save his image, just say yes, I misled people. Just instantly. When asked that question, yes, I misled people. Yes, because I lied. I lied so many times. Also, I said this in videos before, and I will keep saying it once when I talk about stuff like this, but people will like you way more when you're just honest. Honesty is the best thing. So if I was to ever go on steroids, which I am 99% sure I'm not, but let's say I ever do, feel like going on even the smallest of things, taking some testosterone, doing something that just is not that much, but still something. I don't know if it's much, but let me, in a world where, let's say I do it, I will be honest with you from the get-go. If this guy was honest from the get-go, he would probably not have as large a fan base, but he will still have a fan base that would be like, nice that you were honest, but now he has nothing. So I would just, when it comes to stuff like this, be honest. It is the best policy. It really truly is. And at least, it's always nice to be honest, but at least on social media and with stuff like this, just be honest from the get-go. Like, it's people will respect you way more for it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. It was just a little short one, making fun of TheLiverKing, which I am, that's just fun to do, because I do not like the guy. Maybe this documentary will. Like the video, comment, whatever. Like the video if you want me to watch documentary I said. See you in the next video. Bye bye.